Hey Terrarians, how's it going? My name is Pixelated Fireball, and welcome back to the Thorium Mod. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all forms of existence out there, today is the day that we are going to be taking down the Primordials. This is what our entire adventure has built up to. And as you can see, I've got myself a new outfit. Let me zoom in on it right here. I defeated the Moonlord a few more times off camera. I didn't cheat, actually. I just switched my class, because I already had the SDMG from the first kill. I just went Ranger, threw on the Terrarium set, just to speed things up, because Bard is pretty slow when it comes to killing him, even with this new stuff. The Sonic Amplifier, good weapon as it is really good damage. It really only works if you can actually hit the boss, which I know only makes sense, but, you know, that is a task much easier said than done. We got that stuff, all the new Moonlord stuff. We even got this, these wings, which I think are fantastic. I love this. It is a Star Turbo Tuba. It's the wings for this guy. It gives me a lot of very rapid vertical ascension. I'm not really sure how it stacks up to the solar wings, if it's the same or comparable, but, you know, it's pretty cool. I like it. And then we got the Shooting Star set. It's the only thing that's changed. Kind of played around with my loadout a little bit here, but other than the wings, I haven't really changed anything about it. We've got the Shooting Star set, of course, made out of Shooting Star fragments and Luminite bars. And this set is pretty much the best of the best that I'm able to get right now. Pretty good stuff, just the standard increase to playing speed, damage, crit, movement speed, all that good stuff. Decent amount of armor, especially with some of these things set to warding. Though I have a feeling it doesn't matter, because I've heard that the next boss is quite a painful fellow to fight. But what's really interesting about this, and it makes the auto harp really, really good, is the set bonus increases the duration of your symphonic empowerments by 6 seconds. Each unique empowerment you have increases your damage by 5%, and increases your inspiration regeneration by 2%. As you can see, for example, right here, I have no empowerments. The Sonic Amplifier does 285. But if I use the auto harp to stack up all the empowerments that I can get, it jacks it all the way up to 337. And I think I can get another two from this guy right here, the blast guitar, brings it up to 350, which makes it very effective. And because this is an electronic weapon, that increases the duration of empowerments. As long as I can keep it going, sustained, I'm not going to lose these, so I'll just continuously deal increased damage, which is pretty good. So I'm kind of hopeful that there's going to be a dramatic improvement in my ability to deal damage against the Primordials. I'm very, very concerned. Now, I have to kind of be snappy about it, and the whole episode is probably going to be focusing around these guys. I did kind of make a little area here for me to try to farm a little bit the Moonlord. I teleported around there. Don't mind the obvious attempt at auto-farming there. But I kind of have to be snappy with this because you can only summon them with the Doomsayer's Coin, of which I made a few extra out of what I had at nighttime. So, I don't know if the fight has to happen entirely during the night, but we're gonna give it a try. Alrighty, well, I guess without any further ado, no sense dilly-dallying, let's just go ahead and summon forth the Primordials. It's what we've been waiting for. Oh, it's one of these fights. Great. Okay. Alright there, fella. You're the first guy. You got some fireballs there. Wait a minute. Okay, he speeds up a little bit. I was gonna say, he can't even reach me anyway. But alrighty, let's actually buff up. Let's remember how to play. I'm kind of just jumping right in here right now. Okay, we're glowing. Oh, it's blue guy now. Ow, zombie. You're messing me up, man. You're really, really messing with me. Can I do some swirls? Oh, wait a minute. Can I just do some swirls here? If I didn't have to deal with the zombies bouncing around me, it wouldn't be a problem. I guess it means this guy. Oh, you're pretty quick. Okay, you've got some dash going on there. Is that all you do? Have any projectiles? Omnicide. I will say these guys look really cool. Ah, what hit me again? The zombies. I swear to God, you keep up with that nonsense, then I'm just going to turn on Heroes Mod and disable mob spawns, because that's kind of really throwing me off. I'm imagining these guys are painful. Now I got harpies. What's next, wyverns? I shouldn't say that. I know that it might actually end up happening. God, I really cannot get away from these zombies spawning up here. Why are there so many zombies up here? I mean, I know that it's a sky bridge, but I might have probably made it too low to the ground for zombies to spawn, I guess. I don't know. But so far, so good, though. The fight's pretty easy. It looks like I can almost entirely beat the entire thing just flying in circles around these guys. Yeah, that's literally it. If I just fly in circles, I can just beat them. Okay. Cool, I guess. I'm gonna go back to red guy now. Just outrun his attacks again, because his attacks can't reach me. Switch directions, and then we'll just do it again. What a cute fellow. And zip! Juked ya! Ah, God, harpy! So this fight's taking a little bit of time, I can tell. Of course, I am doing a lot more damage now with the improved equipment here, but it still kind of irritates me with the way that it works. What are you doing? Oh, God, what is that? Bubbles? Shooting bubbles at me? Really? That's what you're doing? I gotta deal with the bubbles then. I imagine those are gonna be a problem. Luckily, I do have an alternate fire that does a nice AoE. Or not an AoE, a penetrating attack. Bubbles, bubbles, bubbles. Come on, bubbles. God, now we're gonna go back to red guy again. I feel like those bubbles are gonna very quickly become overwhelming. And is it just me, or is he shooting faster now? I think he's... Oh, okay. Oh. All right, enough of that. Okay, so the bubbles exploded whenever I killed them. And now the guy's back up again, so it won't matter. He's just gonna keep... Oh, okay. And you're shooting more balls. More water balls. God. Okay, thank God the attacks switch whenever the positioning switches here. Whoa, what are you? Oh. Oh, you're like, what's-his-face's attack. Okay. So if I just... There we go. That's easy peasy. I can deal with that. I've seen attacks like that a million times. Okay. And rapid fire drop. He can't catch up with me even if he tried. Does it have a teleport thing? Oh, I guess it doesn't need to teleport whenever it can attack long range. And this guy goes fast. I'm wondering why the mob spawns are higher. I really genuinely thought that in Terraria it's supposed to reduce mob spawn rate whenever you're fighting a boss. But it seems like it's not making a difference. Oh, there we go. Do I even have to dodge? I guess I probably should have. That looked like it was painful. Doesn't matter. God, another mob getting in my way and knocking me back. That is driving me nuts. There's a degree of anxiety here, mobs. Didn't you know that? And now we're gonna reduce my armor. So many screw-ups that I entirely blame on the other mobs that are getting in my way. Oh, let's switch again. I know I saw the wyvern up there. Don't tell me. I know it's up there. You'll be able to take it down pretty quick. Oh, you're fast now, aren't you? Oh, whoa, okay. Good of you to do that. What are these things? Oh, God. Okay, all right. So it looks like it kind of changes direction there a little bit. I don't like this one bit, so we're going to switch to a more regenerative setup here. There we go. Save my life. Would have been the enemy there if it wasn't for that. We're going to focus on some healing here. Healing and regeneration. Focus on keeping my distance from these guys. Looks like as long as I do that, I don't really have to worry about it too much. I do have to kind of get blasted out of left field by an Aqua Typhoon. Okay, so I can already see that that's going to get really annoying. Those other mobs got to go. So unfortunately, we have to make an adjustment. Okay, that's a lot better. I'll leave this up here so you can see. God mode is not on, but I do have enemy spawns disabled because that's really, really, really annoying to have to deal with that. So we're going to try this again. This time a little bit more fair. No being bounced around by slimes and zombies. We're not playing that game anymore. Let's try it one more time. That actually didn't go too terribly bad, I gotta be honest with you. I think I dealt with it pretty easily. Just as long as you know what? I'm just gonna try the circle strategy here because I'm thinking, yeah, the attacks don't really handle sharp turns too well. I don't know how things are gonna be as the fight progresses, but yeah. He can't really hit me when I do this. Are you the same way? It looks like you are. You appear to be very much so the same way. As long as I just keep swirling around you, you're not gonna hit me. Yeah, okay. At least in the early stages here, it's pretty easy. As long as I don't fall off here. This guy might be a bit of a challenge. Yeah, you increase in speed, it looks like, the more time you spend going the same direction. So, actually, you know what? Maybe I can. Yeah, he can't catch up with me either. So, in the beginning of it, honestly, just flying in circles around these guys seems to be the best way to go about it. God, getting ping-pong bowled around by that nonsense. I did upgrade my healing potions as well, though I don't have a whole lot of them. I got the super healing potions from all my extra fragments I had from extra events. There we go. We're going to switch to this guy again. Again, the damage is just so slow. I feel like right now the other classes would dramatically outpace this. Like, I have a feeling that if I did the good old-fashioned glass cannon laser mage setup here, or I did, like, I don't know, even melee, I think. Ranger, definitely. Now, I can only imagine this boss fight in 1.4. Like, I'm betting with things like the Terra Prisma and the Zenith. Forgot the name of the thing. Yeah, if the boss is going to be like this, I have a feeling that whenever those items become available to people, this boss better get bumped down to pre-Moon Lord, otherwise I feel like it's going to get blown apart. Because so far, it does not look like a hard boss fight. It's just, like the Moon Lord, it's taking me forever. Just big circles. This is the whole entire fight. It has a really, really cool soundtrack. I will give it that. Any other criticisms about the boss? It has got a fantastic soundtrack. Yeah, look at that. The turns are sharp enough that even those attacks can't hit me as long as I stay at the right angle here. Like, look at that. He can't even hit me. These are a little bit trickier because they have a bit of a spread, but I feel like even whenever he's shooting out more blobs, it's not going to make a difference. Oh, there we go. This attack's pretty easy to deal with. That. I got to be more ready on the transition, though, for sure. I can tell. That's something to look out for. Especially with this guy, because I think he lights me on fire. I can't remember which one breaks my armor. I think Slag Fury breaks my armor. Aqueous, I think, slows me down. And Omnicide I'm pretty sure gives me Cursed Flames, I think. Oh my god. The fast fall is definitely a good thing for this. I feel like the blue flame shield here, as well as the slime mount, definitely a must-have. It is unfortunately giving me Overseer flashbacks, and the reason why that boss went away, where the primary strategy for fighting it was flying big circles around it while shooting at it and hope you hit it. Okay, gotta get away from that thing. We're just gonna try to... There we go. I'm really not getting hit a whole lot. I don't want to jinx it, because I'm sure there's more mechanics to this than just this. And I know there is a second phase. I'm very aware of it, so don't worry. I'm not getting too comfortable and too cocky yet, because I know it ain't over till it's over. That second phase is what concerns me more than anything. This reminds me of the siblings in Novaniel, where the siblings were pretty easy to deal with. Direction changes are kind of rough right now, I gotta say. Especially if I fall down here, those things hit hard. I'm trying to memorize how many times he does that. Not gonna go that way. Yep, we want to get a good bit of movement in the other direction before we try to take this guy down. I'm starting to wonder if it's even worth trying to keep the auto harp going, because... good as it is... oh god, these things again. I hate these so much. They are so annoying. Why can't these go away like the other attacks do? Oh god, which way is it going? Oh, I tried to avoid it. I really did. Let's just keep moving. Keep moving. I can heal again in a few seconds. Did I even switch back? No, I still have my defensive setup going on here. I just gotta heal. Just gotta heal. That's a very long burning debuff there, I gotta tell you. Try to get some life regen and defense going here. From the Git Fiddler. The rock and roll Git Fiddler. Here we go. They're finally going down. I feel like that my curse is going to be that I'm going to have to deal with the final phase for a really, really long time, even if I do manage to get these guys down. Okay, come on. There we go. Which way is it going to be? Okay, there we go. We juked it. Slag Fury's almost dead. I'm pretty sure that you can kill these guys. They don't have to all go down at the same time. Drop down real fast. If I can kill Slag Fury, that'd be pretty great, because he's the one that lights me on fire. One more second on a heal. Very nice. Let's buff up again. This fight's clearly been longer than 5 minutes. Okay, if you go, I'll be totally fine with that. Honestly, I am all good. A few more damage here. There we go. Okay, he's down. Slag Fury's going to be the next one down. Doing a lot better this time. And there we go. And of course, as I said, I'm not worried about this phase. This phase, I feel like I'm not doing too bad here. I'm doing really good. I got all these balls after me now. Ball man's getting chased by a bunch of balls. How's that fair? I really don't want all those balls alive whenever we switch phases. Unless they despawn, do they? I really hope they do. How about I try to AoE these guys down a little bit here? That might be a smarter choice. However, it looks like he's not going to give me the opportunity to stop. They are not switching. I'm the ball man here, not you. Aqueous is not ball man. Oh, God. Come on, man. Enough with the balls. Oh, this is getting silly. 500 health left. Look at all the inspiration notes. Come on, come on. Just a little bit more here. Then we're going to get our butts kicked by the second phase. Ragnarok, or whatever the thing is called. Or the Dream Eater now? I don't really remember. Hell, there we go. They're all dead, and the balls are broken. And now here you are. Spectacular. Okay, you're going to be the thing that kills me. I know for sure. I think it just does a combination of all the other bosses' attacks. Yep, you do. God, what I wouldn't give to have a better weapon for this. Ooh, 174. That's a juicy one there. God, okay. What are you doing here? Oh, and you got the tornado. Tornado's coming. And we fly back up around. And you've got balls. You've got balls, too. Oh, my God. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. What is this? Oh, 200 damage and teleporting balls is not fair. And, of course, as always, I am just slow going with damage here. Ah, God, nope. Nope. I do have a heal. I have a protective shield going down here. And I can't. Yep. Fraction of a second here, I knew that was going to happen. Lucid Energy has taken me down, though. That's very frustrating. But hey, we got through that. I think for the second attempt here, believe it or not, I think that actually went really well. But I do have a concern. I'm thinking Bard's not the right choice here. I'm going to try it again, and I'm going to see what happens, and then we'll make our decision then. Because I will say, I do very much so feel like the other classes dramatically outpace the Bard. Big circles. Big circles. Do it again to this guy. Big circles. Big circles. That's all we're doing right now. Up, down. Whoopsie daisy. Can't fall right in top of him. That's not so great. Down we go. Up we go. Down we go. Up we go. And we got this guy again. The green guy. Up and down. Oopsie daisy. Light me on fire a little bit there. It's not a big deal. But we're going to go big circles again. Okay, there we go again. We're back for this. My God, I finished it with just about full health. If not, I've got that pile of hearts there. Ow, God. Just gotta remember how to actually fight this boss, though. That's something to actually think about. Oh my god, this, I think, is where I'm gonna have the problems, because I just... Even if I could dodge the boss's attacks, I'm gonna screw up before the boss dies. Or at least in my case, anyway. Like I said, I do feel that Bard is definitely outclassed by the other classes right now. I gotta switch back to a more defensive setup, because this guy hits so hard. It's like 300 damage for each hit there. And there we go. Alright, I'll give it another try. And then, if that doesn't work out, I want to give something a try. Oops, gotta actually grab the coin. That'd be the smart thing to do. Alrighty, let's give it one more go. Oh god, yep. Went up too high. Okay. So just a little bit of information just to give you a general idea for how long these attempts have taken me. I have been recording for about 45 minutes, so I'm not really sure how much actual footage there is in, because obviously it's going to be edited for sure. But 45, 50 minutes of recording for those attempts. Those 3 attempts that I've had so far. Just to give you an idea for how long each one is taking me. This is a very time-consuming fight. I feel like it's taken me like 10, 15 minutes per attempt just to get 2-shot on the last phase. Not a fan. And these Doomsayer coins, they're not free. I mean, I already can't make another one because I need more shooting star fragments. So I don't know how many more of these I could actually make. I might have to end up just giving myself some if it's going to be like this. But I am curious about something. I'm going to grab my DPS meter here, and I'm going to actually try to see just how much damage I'm actually doing to these guys, because I really have a feeling that it's good, like, little bit of burst damage here. But I have a feeling that whenever it comes to everything else, like, in between, I'm not doing so good. Okay, let's see. What kind of damage are we looking at here from this? Okay, we're getting up towards about 3,000, and then it stops. Let's buff myself up with a few potions as well. I don't know if there's differences in defense for these guys. I'd assume it's all pretty much standardized. Probably have around 40, 50 defense, maybe more. But I think the Moonlord has like around 40, 50 defense for each of his components. I think the core has like 60 or something like that. I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, it looks like that seems to be the average. Whenever I can line all these guys up here and get proper shots off on them, it looks like I'm capable of doing around... Well, it really fluctuates. Missing is very punishing, but it looks like as long as I don't miss, I'm hitting them for around 4,000 to 5,000 damage, which isn't bad, but I feel like I can do better. And it looks like without any of the empowerments, the damage numbers are pretty much just about the same. I mean, it really doesn't make all that much of a difference. I mean, maybe it's just me not being super accurate. I mean, it's like an extra, like an extra 500, 1,000 damage difference there. I mean, it's not bad, I guess, but it doesn't really seem like it has all that much of an impact. I think the stats you get from the set itself are probably plenty. Or if you are going to focus on enchantments, just focus on ones for survivability and damage. Like, I'm just alternating between the Cadaver's Coronet and the Star Blast Guitar for a little bit of life regen as well as a little bit of extra damage and attack speed. That's really all I need. It seems like other than that, the damage is pretty much negligible. I will say that in terms of debuffs, if you're somebody like me that doesn't get hit super hard, that Omni Shield or whatever that you can get, definitely a must-have. Or what's it called? The Ankh Charm. That's the one that I'm thinking of there. That's definitely a must-have, because the whole armor being broken, the being lit on fire can be dealt with an Obsidian Skin Potion. But the broken armor and whatnot, that's really bad. For a weaker class like me, that's not going to work out so great. I imagine for classes like Summoner and whatnot, it'd be even worse, but I'm not really sure how the defense scales work with the other classes. Okay, there we go. It's sucking some of that health. Not bad. Rebuff, and we will give this another try. And I don't really know what to do with this guy, to be honest with you. He does kind of a combination of all the other guys' attacks, but they are stupidly hard-hitting. God, what is that thing? I'm not really sure what that's all about. Wow, that hits very hard. Yep, and we're dead again. Again, 200 damage. And a lot of it, I just can't do anything about it because I can't attack him. Okay, that was all I needed to know. Okay, so I've switched things up a little bit here. I've gone ahead and switched to mage because I'm very, very curious. It's my first choice generally whenever I'm playing in mods or just in regular Terraria. Whenever it comes to picking my class, I generally do pick mage because I think mage is really good. So all I've done is switch out the armor sets, and I've kept pretty much the exact same setup. I even kept the tuba. I just switched out the emblem. And all of the bonuses here are going to be about the exact same. I'm just going to use the Lunar Flare and the Last Prism, and I'm going to see how much damage I do with those. Of course, Crystal Ball and the exact same potions. Nothing else is different. I'm just curious. Now, how's about the Lunar Flare? So, yeah, a little bit less damage than the Bard, but however, it does look as though there is no downtime. So while it's not hitting as hard, it is definitely a lot more consistent. I'd say that the damage is pretty good. Might even be better if I'd remember to put on my mana flower here. It doesn't really matter, though. What about the last prism, just for curiosity's sake? Yeah, that's pretty much about what I thought, too. I figured that would happen. Yeah, almost double damage that I'd be doing with the Bard here. As long as I can keep the damage going here, it should be fine. I am kind of curious about the good old-fashioned laser mage setup, though. I gotta be honest with you. I know I played pretty much the entire game with Bard, but it's just, it is not fun at this point for me. I do not enjoy endgame Bard, I mean, it's possible. I fully believe that defeating this boss as the Bard is possible, but I feel like it's intentionally handicapping. Like, in no way is it fun. Like, look at how I'm dealing with the boss right now. Like, all the way through all of its phases, all I have to do is fly in circles around it, and the boss just falls over. I mean, and I have a theory about the Dream Eater. I'm gonna change some things up mid-fight later on here. Just also, of course, for my own curiosity. Once I get there, if I get there, I might die like a dum-dum, but once I get to the Dream Eater, I have a few things I'd like to switch around and take a look at. Okay, we're gonna auto-pause real fast. I need to make a change, because I'm very curious about something relating to this fellow right here. I'm just gonna fly away from him. Yeah, I'm not even gonna try to keep up with him, and I'm gonna use his little boss icon here as a target. Yeah, that's very nice and all of you. Good of you to fly away from me like that. And we died anyway. But still, I mean, it's definitely a nice change there. Alright then, what about Ranger? How well does he do? I'm betting very much the same. Yeah, that's about the same. I mean, pretty much consistent damage. Still about as on par with the Bard, but another thing that it has in common with the Mage is that there is no downtime. Not as much damage as I could dish out with the Mage, though. I feel like if I stacked up a bunch of potions and went everything menacing and focused solely on, like, damaging accessories and managed to keep myself alive for it. And I guess a really big takeaway you can get from the boss fights is, regardless of your class, it doesn't matter what you use. You fight it the same way. Just fly in circles, regardless of their phase, except for Omnicide and this guy when he does this. And there he goes. Heal up again, full HP, make sure our buffs are going nice and strong, and now we'll just try this again. I don't know, maybe I'll hug closer to him. Maybe it might be a little bit better. Definitely don't want to get hit by any of his attacks, as I just go ahead and do it right there real fast. And get out of my way. Teleport away there. Not really teleport. Why am I not flying? What's going on here? I'm trying to fly and it will not take me off the ground. It just kept me hovering there. Alright, no more pulling punches. Alright, everybody. Channel your inner Phil Swift. It's time to start playing hardball. And second phase already. No transition yet. And we're already almost dead on our first transition. I'm going to do the exact same thing to this gentleman right here. Look at that. Just look at the sheer amount of damage that I'm capable of dishing out. The good old-fashioned glass cannon laser mage. Almost died there. That is the downside of the glass cannon laser mage, however. And, oh my god, almost took him down on the first try. Actually, no, I did. I did take him down. That's one transition in. And I will say to you that aside from the Frenzy Potion and the Fastfall Shield here, I am not using any modded equipment. And there we go. We're down to this guy already. Regenerated ourselves back up to full health. And this guy's probably going to fall relatively quickly. And you're gone. Now we just got to get this guy going. I really hate how his first dash out the gate gets him so close to me. It's kind of frustrating. But we're going to take him down nonetheless. And there we go. Now for Dream Eater, I imagine he's going to fall pretty much into the same category of he's just going to fall over. Oh, God, I got messed up by the things. The balls. Okay, let's just keep soaring away from him. Try to keep my distance if I can at all possible here. We'll just keep flying on by him. As long as I can keep his boss cursor there. It kind of sort of functions just almost like a target here. There we go. Yeah. Up and down, and it doesn't matter what he shoots at me. It looks like I can pretty much keep my distance from him, and I hardly have to aim. This is the fight here. This is the whole entire thing. This is what I mean by this boss fight needs to find its way to pre-Moon Lord, because otherwise, no matter how hard you make your boss, no matter how much damage you make it do, at the end of the day, there's always a Terrarian more than capable of cheese. And that right there will be that, ladies and gentlemen. So, yeah, I gotta be honest with you. Playing around with some of the other classes, and then switching over to the good old-fashioned glass cannon laser mage here. In my opinion, and I didn't try out melee or summoner because I never really play those classes, but all I did was give myself potions, rage potion. I didn't even give myself a wrath potion because this is a crimson world, and I'm not really sure if I'd have access to Eboncoy here. But I gave myself the same standard layout of potions with the exception of frenzy potion for increased attack speed. I'm not really sure if that makes a difference with the last prism. And I'm only, I guess you could count the tuba and the incandescent spark as fast falling. You could probably switch those things out for the slime mount. You won't fall as fast, but this thing definitely needs a nerf. Because, like you saw there, it didn't matter what it shot at me. It didn't matter how it worked. It doesn't make a difference. It's not going to catch me. So, the fact that I'm able to get this thing, I think, what is it, post-mech bosses, I'm pretty sure, is when you get tier 2? Yeah, right after the mech bosses. It's pretty early on, and it's very powerful, really easy to come by. But yeah, I think compared to Bard... And now, I know the last prism is a broken weapon, but here's the thing. People are going to use it. That's my personal opinion. But I feel like it's an accurate one, is that in most games, when there's an easy way, a path of least resistance, it is what they will choose. So my takeaway from that boss fight is that it's not hard. The bosses just hit hard. For a reference, each of my attempts as Bard took about 10 to 15 minutes, whereas my attempt with the Mutant in Fargo's only took about 5. Or, you know, of course, then you have Novaniel as a reference, or you could look at boss fights like Nebulaeus from Mod of Redemption, you know, the amount of time it takes. So... my takeaways, the boss needs to get bumped down to pre-Moon Lord before it hits 1.4, otherwise all the items that you get from 1.4 are going to crush it. Damage numbers and whatnot are fine, mechanics are fine. It does need a teleport though. It needs to be able to keep on you. If it can't do that, then what's going to happen, you know, like what I did, zip and zoom back and forth, it won't be able to catch you. So all of them need to be able to teleport, need to be able to keep up close to you so you can't get away. And of course, Bard needs buffed. Now, I'm sure multiplayer was what they had in mind, much with the healer when they were designing the class. The weapons need a rework, and I'm really iffy on the whole inspiration mechanic. I gotta say that if I was gonna sit down and play this mod again, I wouldn't play Bard. I think that it's better than healer, but compared to the original classes, there's no contest. I feel like I would have enjoyed this mod a whole lot more if I didn't play Bard. Unless I was playing a multiplayer, of course. Like I said, I'm sure they had that in mind. But there you go. That was the Thorium Mod. And the Primordials were definitely a very challenging boss fight. Mostly because of high damage numbers. It was very punishing to get hit. Other than that, the mechanics are kind of... I mean, I think faster shooting would have helped as well. I have a lot of things to say about this boss fight. I'm very torn on whether or not I consider it good or bad. I don't think that it has... fast-paced and complex mechanics to warrant being post-Moonlord content. I don't know if something needs changed about it, but that's my opinion. I've said it about a million times. But there we go. Enough rambling aside. Let's open up this treasure bag and see what we got. We got a dormant hammer, and I gotta combine it with my family heirloom that I've had since the very beginning, and we know what that makes. Actually, it doesn't look like I can make it in there. We'll take the family heirloom out, make the dormant hammer. There we go. Now we can craft Mjolnir, Hammer of Thor. Look at that thing. Let this weapon stand as proof of your success against all odds. Rapidly throws an electrical image of the legendary Mjolnir. Right-click to generate a protective electrical shield. Oh, there we go. Oh, it just kind of keeps going. That's kind of cool. It does true damage as well, so I guess it doesn't really matter what class I am. It'll still hit hard either way. Okay, that's pretty good. Nice. Let's move on to the next thing here. We've got the Omega Core. Imbued with the power of a reality-ending dream eater. Increases movement speed beyond comprehension. Oh, here we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, boy. Oh, and I got a crown on my head. You know, I didn't even notice that, but that is... Hi, Helen. I love how I just landed perfectly right at the front door. Oh, special airdrop delivery from this lady right here. That's special. Okay, let's zoom on back. Here we go. We're going. We're going. How does it work without wings? Does it... Oh, it just kind of goes. Oh, boy. Okay, don't take the wings off. Wow, this is silly. This is very silly. I enjoy this. And I can hardly stop. God, once you get going... you can't stop. And we got a whole bunch of essences. Okay, that's pretty cool stuff here. Let's just deposit all this stuff away back in the inventory because it doesn't really matter what I've got now. Whoopsie daisy. Give me those back and see what we got here. Whole bunch of stuff, it looks like. Okay, so I guess here's all the different sets. Healer there, lots of good stuff. There's the Bard stuff, if we were still Bard. It's called Rhapsodist, it looks like. Looks like it only takes 1 each. It gave me 20, so there you go. Looks like they want me to try it all out. You know what, why not? We'll give Bard one more look here. See what kind of weapons I can get. All these different things. They only take 1 apiece, too. Let's grab that. There's the drum set, the Edge of Imagination. That thing looks awesome. Holophoner and sousaphone. Really good. All those weapons there, and let's grab, where is it at here? It looked like there were 2 different chests. So there's the Soloist's hat, Inspirator's helmet. Yeah, okay, so the chests and boots are the same. I'm guessing the Soloist one is the one for single player here. Prove to all that your talent is second to none. And the Inspirators gives you more defense, give 1 empowerment to all nearby allies. Okay, so yeah. Wind instrument homing speed, huh? Well, I mean, I guess I can make them both. It doesn't really matter. We'll grab it there. All right, let's throw the set on. Look at that. Finally, an armor set that increases my inspiration. Where were those? The entire playthrough. We'll keep the Soloist set on here. Look at that. Actually looks pretty cool. I like that. What about these weapons? The sousaphone. This tunes enemies, I guess. Oh, wow. Look at that. Laser beam. Very nice. The Holophoner. Okay. I'm not really sure what kind of instrument that is, but it's very large either way. Right-click to create up to 5 mind runes that duplicate your attack. Oh, wow. Now that is an artillery strike there. All right, the set. We'll save the guitar for last. And now for the Edge of Imagination. Now that is a guitar. Oh, it's like an acoustic guitar. I was expecting, I was looking at something like this, and I was thinking straight power metal. Like, I was thinking Dragon Force, man. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't expecting... I was expecting... It's gotta wait a minute. I got a little tired. Anyways, that's some pretty cool stuff there. But yeah, lots of stuff we've learned today about our good friend the Bard. And while I do think it is a very interesting class, I think probably for single-player play, it may not be your best choice. Maybe I just played it the wrong way, or maybe I wasn't doing the right stuff here. But you know what? Either way, I think the Thorium is a good mod. I think it was a very, very good mod. I just really don't think I picked the right class to play it. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is the Thorium mod. That's the end of it. That's the whole thing right there. An episode dedicated to the Primordials. Here I was thinking it would only take 10 minutes. But we got them down, either way. And of course, if anybody doubts, I kept this open as much as I could. God mode is off. Other than giving myself a couple of things that are already readily available to me at this stage of the game anyway, I just really don't like fishing. We might have to do something about that in our next playthrough, because there aren't very many big mods left out there. You know which ones, or one in particular, has been staring me in the eyes for the last 2 years. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, don't judge Thorium too harshly. I was very critical there at the end, but I do think that the last boss was very fun. I think he was very interesting, and I had a lot of fun with the rest of the mod. Very good stuff. Not too hard, not too easy. I think this is a nice, straight-up DLC for Terraria. Very, very good. And with that, I think I'm going to be calling it an episode here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in all forms of existence out there. So, for the last time in the Thorium Mod, thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking me out. I really appreciate it. And as always, whatever it is, wherever you are, day or night, hope you have a good one of those. And I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.